All right, so today we are going to continue for the ACT Aspire, continue going through our journal. We're going to start with approximating square roots, which is on page 6 and 7. So turn your journals to page 6 now, please. So yesterday, we talked about estimating square roots. Now, make sure that you have estimating and approximating separate in your mind, okay? Because they're different things. Estimating is extremely easy. All you have to do, if we were estimating the square root of 52, for example, is you look at your list of perfect squares and you see which one is 52 closest to. Well, 52 is closest to 49. So if we're estimating to the nearest whole number, it's going to be about 7. And that's it for estimating. Very easy. Approximating is not nearly that easy. All right. So let's say we're going to approximate to the square root of 19 to the nearest 10th. Okay. We're going to be going to a decimal instead of to a whole number. Now we're going to break this down into 4 steps. Step 1, you have to see what 19 is in between on our list of perfect squares. So 19 is in between 16 and 25, in between 4 and 5. Step 2, we're going to write those in order. So 16 goes first. Let's do that in a different color. 16 is first, 25 is second. And then we're also going to see the distance between 16 and 19. It's 3. And the distance between 19 and 25, 6. All right, so step 1 was to see what is in between. Step 2 is to write it in order and then see the distance between 19 and your perfect squares. Step 3, we're going to do some long division. We're going to divide this first number right here that we got, the 3. That's going to go in the box, divided by, anybody remember?
6.
Not 6.
The 16?
Nope.
Wait.
Nope. 6 plus 3.
4. Right.
You got to add them together. So 9. Oops. 9. Now, this will never go in. 9 will never go into 3. This number will always be bigger than this one. So you're always going to have to add a 0. 9 goes into 30 3 times. 9 times 3 is 27. Blah, blah, blah. Minus equals 3. Okay, what are we going to have here?
Repeating.
We're going to have a repeating decimal because we have 30 and we started with 30. So we can go ahead and do that. That was step 3. Step 1 was to see what it was in between. Step 2 was to put it in order and see how far it was from each perfect square. Step 3 was our long division to get our decimal. And step 4 is we have to have the whole number out in front of the decimal. Okay. So we said at the beginning that 19 was going to be in between 4 and 5, right? So 4 point something. So we should know already that this is going to be 4.3. But if we can't remember that, we can use our first perfect square that we wrote down. The square root of 16 is 4. So that's where we get our whole number from. And the decimal comes from our long division. So step 1, see what 19 is between. Step 2, put them in order and see how far it is from each one. Step 3 is our long division. Step 4 is to get the whole number from the first perfect square. Any questions here? Yes, ma'am. You weren't here for this. This is a quick review. I'm not actually reteaching it. Okay. I'm going to do it again and see if you can follow this next time. All right. And then I'll be over there whenever we do examples on your own. All right, let's try the square root of 38. Step 1. What is it between?
All
All right. So we need to write them in order for step 2. And see how far that is from each perfect square. 2 away here and 11 away there. That was step 1 and step 2. Step 3, divide. What by what?
2 by 13.
Mm-hmm. Good. We get the 2 from here. The 13, we added them together to go. Add a 0. 13 goes into 20 one time. 1 times 13 is 13. Subtract 7. How many times 13 go into 70? Well, we can count by 13s. 13, 26, 39, 52, 52, 65. And that's probably going to be it. All right, and we can stop right there. All right. Wait, that's good enough. We've got 2 decimals, and we're only rounding the nearest tenth. So that was step 3. Step 4 is we have to get the whole number. We got to know what 0.15.
One's closest to.
The first perfect, no, not the one it's closest to. The first perfect square, which is 36. So it's going to be 6.15, and if we round that, it's going to be 6.2. So the decimal comes from the long division. The whole number comes from the first perfect square. Any questions? All right, time for y'all to do one. I'll start you off with an easier one. Let's try the square root of 11.